This is one of the great stories. One of the great stories. Dayline, Erie, Pennsylvania. A Pennsylvania appeals court has backed an Erie car driver who gave his now ex-wife, get this, a phony engagement ring. The Superior Court panel says the cubic zirconia ring didn't invalidate the couple's prenuptial agreement. Good. That's what she tried to use to overthrow the prenuptial agreement. That decision earlier this month reverses an Erie County judge's ruling that the agreement was voided. Can you imagine? The judge would say because of the ring you got somebody that your prenup is invalid? Jesus. Susan Porrico claimed Louis Porrico defrauded her by saying the ring contained a diamond worth $21,000. But the new court ruling says Susan Porrico had the responsibility to determine its value because the agreement listed it as her asset. Louis Porrico maintains she knew the ring wasn't real. I don't know who's telling the truth here or not. All I'm going to say to you is this. There is no reason to go ring shopping with your girl. If you insist on getting engaged, don't be a boob. Don't be an idiot. Don't spend $21,000 on a ring. Surprise her with a ring made of cubic zirconia. Or that stuff they sell on like the home shopping channel, Diamonique. Anything that looks like a diamond. Because the reality is, it shouldn't matter how much the diamond is worth. It shouldn't matter. You always have the option to upgrade her later. Like, let's say your marriage actually lasts and you have a pang of regret for reasons I don't completely understand. So get her a new one later on. Get her a new diamond. Get her an actual diamond later on. But when you're getting engaged to somebody and she starts making noises about wanting a big engagement ring, why not get her CZ? Does it really matter if it's a diamond? Why does it matter? It's all about love, right? About love. Shouldn't matter. You don't lie. By the way, I would never lie. The way I would do it is I would buy the ring on my own, and then I'd hand it to her. I'd say, will you marry me? And if she assumes it was a diamond, whose fault is that? No law says you have to get her a diamond. And diamonds are usually just cashed in after the marriage is over, and she uses it to dress herself up, you know, get herself all tarted up to meet the next victim. The next guy who'll be spending money on her after you. Why do you want to fund that? I mean, I think it's the perfect crime. Get her a CZ ring. And what is she doing going around getting that evaluated? What is she doing going around pricing how much it's worth? Why does it matter how much it's worth? If she goes out and finds out you got her a CZ ring, it's a good way to find out if you're marrying the wrong person. Because how much the ring is worth, if she's staying married to you forever, why does it matter how much the ring is worth? Why does it matter how much the diamond is worth? Why does it matter what the clarity of the diamond is, what grade of diamond it is? Why does it matter? You got to stay married forever, right? She doesn't need to know how much it's worth. I was talking to somebody about my house the other day, and somebody said to me, oh, you know, with the real estate prices the way they're going, your house probably isn't worth what it was worth a couple of years ago. I said, it doesn't matter. And the reason it doesn't matter is I'm not selling it. I will not sell it. The next person to sell it will be my executor. I'll be dead. That's when my house will be sold. I don't care how much my house is worth because I'm not selling it. So if she is going to the jeweler or to the insurance company and trying to get a diamond ring appraised, that means she doesn't think the two of you are going to stay married anyway. I think buying a cubic zirconia ring is a perfect way to find out if she's serious. It's also a way to find out whether it's all about love or whether it's about your money. No diamonds, just CZ. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Tom Leykis.
Yep. The Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. Now let's pick up one of those golden oldies here. This is Mary on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I was tuned in to 610, a reputable radio show, and for some reason...
So you don't know how to read your radio dial is what you're telling us?
My radio is normally set to that. I had my car cleaned today.
Ah, so in other words, the people who clean your car have a different taste in radio stations.
Make it whatever you want, Tom, because that's what you're spinning this whole thing to be. It's whatever you want to make.
Well, yes, because it's called the
which is extremely.
It's called the Tom Leykis Show, and so yes, it is whatever I make it, darling. That's what it is.
Yes. But I think you are the foulest piece of excuse of a human being.
Well, good. I'm glad you feel that way.
To be out there telling our youth, our young people of America, that they should be treating women like dirt.
Yes,
and
they should.
I feel very sorry for you.
Why? I'm a multi-millionaire, and I became rich telling people to do these things.
Shame on you.
You shouldn't feel sorry for me. You should be give me a standing O.
My husband worked to become a self-made millionaire.
Oh, I worked too.
I'm very proud of him.
I worked very hard.
The children that we've raised.
I worked very hard.
The children that they've given us.
Oh, yes. Yes, and so what? What does that mean?
It means that you're a low-life piece of crap.
Oh, no, darling.
Life.
No, darling. And you don't even have anything, any ammunition to back you up. You're going to hang up on me now, right? Coward. You miserable old bag. You miserable, dried-out old bag. There's not enough KY jelly in the universe to have an evening of fun with you. Are you kidding me? You miserable old blue-haired bag. Or, as they love to call you in South Florida, altacocker. That's what you are. That's right. Dean being from Philly, he knows what I'm talking about. Old, wrinkled lizard calling up here. Doesn't know the difference between 610 and 640. By the way, she's calling from South Florida. The name of the station, darling, is Man Talk 640. Man Talk. I'm a man, and I'm talking to men. And it's too bad that your sons didn't get to hear our show soon enough. Fortunately, we're here in time for your grandsons. So they won't make the same mistakes the rest of those pussy-whipped guys are making. Just the ones in your family alone. Holy cow. Now, tune back over to 610 a.m. Who does the morning show there? Dusty Cooch, yes. One of my favorites. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Ashley on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi. Okay, the whole fake ring thing, buying your chick the fake ring. I personally don't believe that's cool.
Why not?
Because if you love your chick that much to buy her a ring, why aren't you going to buy her something real? Why buy her something fake?
Well, again, there's nothing fake about it. It's a real ring. It's a real ring. There's nothing fake about it.
Well, I personally think it should be a diamond, no cubic zirconia.
Why? Why?
Because it's worth more. It shows her what she thinks she's worth.
But so what are you, a whore?
No.
Well, then why does it matter how much money I spend on you? You watch your mouth. You can't say that stuff on the air, and if you say it again, we're going to hang up on you. And by the way, another example of why you're not worth 10 cents. You're just a typical cheap whore with a filthy mouth.
That's wrong.
It's right and true.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes.
No, it's not.
You have a mouth like a sailor, and you probably smell like a sailor. And on top of all of that, the bottom line here, dear, is I thought it was supposed to be all about love.
Yeah, but if you love her, you got to show her how much you love her, not buy
Well,
her.
you don't have to show how much you love somebody by spending more money.
Yeah?
Well, then you're a whore. That's what a prostitute
No.
does. Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
Well, I disagree.
You can disagree all you want, but one day you'll be getting one of those CZ rings, dear.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Trust me when I tell you, that's what's going to happen.
Okay, well, when I get my diamond ring, I will call you and tell you that I got my diamond ring.
Oh, really? Only really hot chicks get diamonds, and I don't even recommend that they get diamonds. But really, you'll probably be getting one of those diamond crumbs you get at the mall with the 72-month payment plan. They with that big claw clutching onto a little diamond crumb.
Screw you, Tom.
Make an appointment, dear. You're so angry. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Darla on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Great.
I was just calling in to let you know we usually listen to your show quite often when we're, in listening range. But today your show kind of sucks.
My show sucks. Tell us why.
Well, because, I feel like you're downgrading women all the way around.
How so?
And that's not right.
No, I said, how so?
But that's not, yeah, it is.
In
so.
which way? No, in which way?
Because, you're like calling us whores and...
I call the ones who are whores.
No good.
I call the ones who are whores. Whores. Are you a whore?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, then it doesn't apply to you. Why are you offended?
Then why don't you give us a little bit of credit? Because,
for what?
It is the women that bear the children that
so
carry
what?
on the name. It also is
so what?
the women that does
so
the
what?
laundry, does the cleaning, that also works to
Oh,
help
please.
support
What,
the family.
darling, in what country is that?
I do it every day.
We don't care what you do. Your average American woman doesn't do anything around the house except complain.
But you know what? You shouldn't put every woman in that category.
I didn't. I said your average, everyday American woman.
That's right. I guess that makes the difference.
Right. So even if you're an exception to the rules, so what? Most women are not like you.
Well, that is correct. But
So since they're not, we have a right to our opinion about the rest of them.
What about some of the no good men? Why don't you ever talk about them?
Because I don't date men. You see, you want to hear about no good men, you can turn on Oprah, you can turn on Montel, you can turn on Maury Povich, you can turn on any daytime show, Dr. Phil. They're all beating the drum about how men are pigs, men are whores, men are dogs, men don't know how to take care of their children, men are drunks, men are drug addicts. Turn on the daytime TV shows. There's plenty of shows for you.
Yeah, there is a lot of.
This is a show from the perspective of a male, and not a pussy whip male like Dr. Phil, a real man.
Yeah, but you know what? I have one thing that I want to say. I hope you don't die in a lonely old man.
Darling, I am not lonely in the least.
Okay, I'm just hoping that doesn't.
No, darling, don't be that way with me, because you see, the fact is that you are hoping I'll die a lonely old man. That's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not. No,
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but
I know exactly what you're thinking.
I hope you the best in your life.
You hope me the best?
Yes, I do.
Very nice. Well, I hope me the best, too. Me love you long time.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Jesus Christ. From Hollywood, the Tom Leykis Show on 1-800-5800-TOM. We started off this hour talking about the car dealer in Erie, Pennsylvania, who won in a Pennsylvania appeals court. His ex-wife said their prenup was not valid because he'd given her a phony engagement ring with cubic zirconia. Well, the Superior Court backed him. Isn't that great? 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Lolly, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Yes.
I I just basically have a comment as far as you degrading that.
So when you say, let me just get this straight. When you say you just basically have a comment, let me translate for the audience. I just basically have a comment means she's going to bark a negative or nasty comment into the telephone. And because she's a woman and has no ability to reason or use logic, she will run from the phone, hang up immediately without in any way being challenged or getting into any kind of a conversation about the hateful thing she's about to bark into the phone. Wouldn't that be about right, Lolly?
You are absolutely wrong. All I am saying is that for you to degrade and belittle that 18, 19-year-old poor girl because she did not have the intellect to defend herself is ridiculous.
Anyone who does that, anyone who doesn't have the intellect to defend themselves shouldn't be calling in. If you call this number, you are fair game. If you don't like it, don't call.
But as far as you saying that she had a dirty mouth, I think that
she did have a dirty mouth.
Biggest dirty mouth. You're calling women prostitutes, whores.
There's nothing dirty about it.
And I understand
it's
that
all
there
legal.
are a lot of women out there that do carry themselves
legal.
in that demeanor, and I will not argue that.
There you go.
And I do listen to you on a daily basis.
That's good.
But that really did upset me because
what else is new?
Girl, it's like you're the one with the dirty mouth. You're calling women nagging bitches.
Well, they are nagging bitches.
Have you heard yourself nag?
The truth is a defense. Who am I nagging? I don't nag anybody. You know, everybody who talks to me calls in and volunteers for this conversation. Nobody is married to me or forced to listen to it.
But you're absolutely right. And
just like you volunteered. You signed up for this assignment.
I like to stay in tune with the people that I live with and all the people that listen to you.
That's great.
I listen to you. I do. Like
Good.
I said, because I like to listen to the individual.
Very nice.
And it's funny. It's humorous.
That's great.
Not a big deal. But just a lot of the things that you do say are just hateful, not hurtful, because I can...
How are they hateful, dear?
What you say
in what way are they hateful? In what way are they hateful?
Well, just the way they... I mean, like, I don't hate to reiterate it, but women are always calling.
You don't hate to reiterate it? Well, if you don't hate to reiterate it, then go ahead and reiterate it.
Say the good women. You know, there's a lot of good women out there.
Well, when they call in, we'll make a point. We'll make a point of trumpeting that, but they're not calling in, dear.
Excuse me?
I said...
You hung up on me.
I didn't hang up on you, sweetheart. That's how little you listen. And you are typical. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Renee on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's good, man. You know, that woman who just called in saying that you degraded that 19-year-old, you know, the 19-year-old, like you said, she's old enough to call in on the show. She better be ready for what's going to come after her. And you know what? Maybe she'll learn something.
By the way, she's not 19. She was 60.
Then what is she calling for? That's not even anywhere near her future.
Whoever calls in, this is what you can expect. If you don't like it, don't call in.
Absolutely. And any woman who wants to put a price on marriage or on anything, you know, by wanting a diamond ring, it's a stupid ring that you might lose, that it has no significance. It's a symbol or a token, whatever it may be, and to put a price on it is nonsense. And if you love somebody, why would you even put them through anything like that? You know, to run them ragged, I'll feed you more food in your lifetime than what one of those rings is going to cost. So for any woman to go and bitch and complain about things that I'm going to give them, it's not working with me, and I would kick her to the curb if she were to complain about anything that I got her. She's just ungrateful.
Sounds good to me, Renee.
You know, so that's all I want to say. Keep up the good work, Tom, and thanks a lot, dude.
Thank you. I really appreciate the call.